Hey guys, Blitz here. So today I'm here with my second game of the Brawl for All tournament, and for this one we are playing Cornrowsie Odonnell. So, um, if you guys haven't seen, I did win my first game against Spextar. Um, Cornrowsie Odonnell is a pretty solid opponent. I know that they are in Hive. That is about it. Don't think I've really ever played them. Never really seen them around a whole lot. Um, but I'm expecting him to be solid, so I went into this game expecting to have to play pretty well to win. So I brought a team of Oricorio, which is Psychic Flying, in order to take on the Metacham. Amoonguss, which is my Primarina answer. I want to say Wish, I think Sub Wish, Calm Mind, Hyper Voice, Gardevoir. Rotom Wash. Uh, I think it's Defog Arrow, maybe Rock's Arrow, not completely sure. And then I have a Dragon Dance sub Zygarde. So that is my team, and his team with Metacham, Fortress, Primarina, Gliscor, Jolteon, and Tornti. Um, I don't really remember what he didn't bring, but these look like his top 6 mons. So with all that said, I think I'm just gonna hop straight into this battle. I don't really want to mess around with this one. This was a very good game, so let's just hop right in. So I expect a Fortress leader to him. Um, if this wants to work, sorry. Yeah, so I expected the Fortress lead, which because of that I led Rotom just because it has a great matchup against Fortress. He actually did lead Metacham, which is great lead by him. But I do have my Oricorio as a pretty safe switch. He's gonna Mega Evolve obviously, and he goes for the Fake Out. And right here, I'm gonna scout for the Ice Punch and go out into my Rotom Wash. If he doesn't have Ice Punch, he can't touch me. So I made the Rotom Scout there. He goes into Torn, which gives me a pretty free Volt Switch. I could have predicted. Oh, never mind. I did predict the Jolteon. Sorry about that. Yeah, no, I did predict Jolteon to come out. Or Gliscor were my two ideas. So I could have gone for Hydro there, but if he stays in with Torn, that's absolutely useless. So Willow I thought was my best play. Uh, I was kind of hoping to catch Gliscor there, but I will take a burn on Jolteon, just getting some damage off every turn. And I'm getting some health back here, and right here, he's just going to click Toxic, which is a good play on his part, try to wear me down. I'm going to Volt Switch, because I kind of expect him to switch out there, and really, it doesn't harm me that much. He stayed at full, good for him. He gets off a T-Bolt here. As right here, I'm going to Volt Switch again. I'm expecting him to switch out. Like, I'm surprised he's staying in, letting this Jolteon takes damage. Like, I don't know. But right here, I'm going to go to Amoonguss. I keep expecting the Volt Switch, is why I keep Volt Switching, pretty much. Because I thought Amoonguss was very obvious and didn't want to give him the free switch into Metacham or Torn. But because he goes Meta here, I have to go out into Oricorio. And as you can see, I take his Zen Headbutt pretty well. So right here, I kind of just have to roost this off. It's really my only play. So I'll get back up to full, which is really, really nice here. And then I'm going to go back into Rotom, as it is my best switching for this Torn. He's going to knock off my lefties, and this Rotom is getting whittled quickly. Like, this thing is going to be pretty useless pretty soon. He actually misses the Hurricane there as I get off a Hydro Pump. Doesn't really matter, though, because Hydro Pump, as you guys can see, did absolutely nothing to the Torn. So he kills my Rotom, and he'll be back at 100 with his regen. Right here, he goes into Metacham, which lets me go out into my Aerodactyl as I do outspeed this. And his Fortress switch is really, really obvious, but I will get up my rocks either way. And right here, Zygarde's a pretty safe switch. So he goes for the spin, and right here I can get my sub up. Gyro Ball would break my sub if he had it, but he does not. So I'm just gonna sub, and this just lets me get off 1,000 arrows on this Primarina. And as you see, it does 2 KO him. So he's gonna Ice Beam break my sub, but I just get another 3,000 arrows here if I want it. And my Zygarde is getting back up to full almost. I do just take this opportunity just to kill the Primarina. With Rotom down, I didn't really feel like over predicting and playing aggressive around that Primarina. I thought 1,000 arrows, just pick up a kill was my best bet, because really, he has nothing that can switch into it. Like, he has Gliscor and Fortress, but Fortress is set up fodder for me, and Gliscor could be fodder depending on his set. Yeah, so I think that was the right play there. He's going to go out into Torn here, and I expect an HP Ace to come out, but either way, Arrow is my best switch for this thing. Yeah, and he does reveal the HP Ace there, which is, well, I'm assuming HP Ace unless he's like HP, like Rock. But no, he's HP Ace. I'm just going to get my Rocks back up, and then I get another free switch back into Zygarde. Every time this Fortress comes in, I get up a sub, which is really, I think, poor planning on his part, where this is his removal, but my number one threat always sets up on it. And I can just sub here, and I can get another 1,000 arrows off. Yeah, he goes for HP Ice, obvious play there. And I can get 1,000 arrows off. It does a decent amount to Torn, not phenomenal damage, but decent enough here. And I'm going to go into Gardevoir, because my Gardevoir can actually take this thing on really nicely, and I can trace the Regenerator. Running Trace is always a good idea, I think, with your Gardevoir, because I don't think we had to Mega Evolve first turn either. So right here, the U-turn is kind of obvious, and he goes into Fortress, and I Hyper Voice, and it is a 2-hit KO. Well, not quite a 2-hit KO, but it does do 50%. And right here, I'm going to go for sub, seeing if he actually has the Gyro Ball or not. I don't think he has it, just because he hasn't actually gone for it against Zygarde, and he's let me sub up. So right here, I can go for Wish, trying to get back up to a high amount of health. And his Volt Switch does not break my sub, which is very, very important. So right here, I just get a free Hyper Voice, as you can see. So, oh, I actually sub, I'm sorry. I don't know why I subbed there, but I did. Yeah, I sub, and then he actually misses the Hurricane, which is a huge play. Because this next turn, I'm going to be at 100%. His Hurricane breaks. I don't think anything else broke my sub, which is why he Hurricaned. Anyways, I'll be up at 100 here, and my Hyper Voice is a 2-hit KO. So he has to U-turn out here. Yeah, U-turn and knockoff aren't breaking my sub. That's why he had to. Yeah, and my Hyper Voice, he brings in Fortress, which is just going to give me another sub. He's playing so passively with his Torn and his Fortress, and both lose to my Gardevoir. So right here, he's going to Hazard Stack me, but I can just set up with my Guard. Like, Gardevoir can just win. Like, I'm just going to sit here, and there's really nothing that he can do. Like, right now, I'm just going to Hyper Voice, kill his Fortress. Oh, sorry, I'm actually just going to call mine and just go for game. Sorry about that. Yeah, he doesn't break. Like, he'll never break my sub. And then right here, I'm going to be at 100, and this Jolteon really can't do a whole lot to me. He's going to Thunderbolt and break my sub, but that just gives me a Hyper Voice, and that's a dead Jolteon. So right here, I had two options. I could win the game. Like if I clicked Hyper Voice there, and I outsped him, it was a 5-0. But I also didn't want to risk Fake Out and Bullet Punch and all that shenanigans, so just going Oricorio was my best play. And I can Defog. I believe it. Yeah, I just Defog here. So all that effort he put in with his Fortress to get up his hazards, I got rid of them. And then right here I can go into Arrow, because knockoff's pretty obvious. But he actually ends up going for Facade, which I found a little weird. And I do have Rocks, so I get my Rocks back up. He's going to Swords Dance, but I do have Ice Fang. And my Gardevoir does outspeed this, so Ice Fang will knock him down into Hyper Voice range. He's going to kill me, but then right here, I just go back into Gardevoir and I get another kill. Like something dies here. So, Gardevoir is just doing so well this matchup because he really had no answers to it. Like his one Steel type was setup fodder, so that's really nice. Yeah, then right here, same thing. He's going to go Medicham, and I don't feel like sacking my Gardevoir off, so he's going to Fake Out, and then I just get a free Roost here. Like, I can just Roost right back up. He's then Headbutts. If he did get a flinch, it would have been very unfortunate. But I always do have the chance of winning the speed tie. And I'm pretty sure my Zygarde could also win the game here, just because he doesn't have Ice Punch. And I believe, I'm not sure if it's this turn. It might be this turn that I click Hurricane. Yeah, it's this turn I click Hurricane, and I do kill the Fortress. And so we're up 4-2. and it's looking pretty good for us. I don't know if my Amoonguss has actually touched the field yet, but it actually finally does come out here because it is my by far my most expendable member. I was AV to take on the Primarina, but Hurricane will do a ton to me here. He does confuse me, which is kind of annoying, and I do hit myself, so it's not like this Amoonguss did not have a very good run this game. It was on the field for 3 turns and it got its ass kicked, but its purpose was to get Gardevoir back in here. His Hurricane's gonna do 37, and I just got a Hyper Voice off here. I can just double Hyper Voice, like as long as he doesn't get the confusion, which he ended up confusing me, but I do break through here and I get the kill. And then all 3 of my Mons do beat the Medicham. I still do have my dedicated Medicham check in Oricorio, so we're just going to go right back into that. There's really nothing he can do here. I'm just going to get myself in range where I don't lose if I miss. Like, I'm going to try to get above 80% with my Roost before I click Hurricane here, just in case I miss the Hurricane. He doesn't 2-hit KO me with that Headbutt. Or in case like I get flinched, I don't lose. Pretty much, yeah. So I waited until I was at enough HP, then I clicked Hurricane. And we picked up the 3-0 win against Cornrowsie Odonnell. I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I believe I will upload my game 3 or my 3rd game tomorrow. And see you later. Peace.